always come back.
You better know what that means. Hello internet, time for another FNAF video. I hope you remember what I said in the last video. I'm following Matt into madness. Instead of Freddy in space, let's call it Yame Insanity. Get it? No? Well, I have a theory though, so the jokes are gonna have to wait. The theory is this theory was given by Plusbrick. Like press prep. Cool. FNAF special delivery and fast-paced frights have lore significance we haven't picked up yet. So, you don't know what I'm talking about. Bad for you. I did not play the new game, but I read the books though. Wait, is the new game out? But I know enough of what I'm talking about. So, with the newest Fazbear book, The Puppet Carver out, new theories concerning the new MacGuffin, known as Fazgoo, have begun to surface. I might cover that in another video. Most likely a mini theory though. I think, that stuff seems really complicated. Anyway, Vanessa is Gregory's mother. Just an idea. Might make a video. I got nothing. But let's just assume for now. Don't care. It makes sense that she would explicitly state to get him home and into his bed. His mom was a playtester for the game that got possessed, and if anything is made clear about FNAF VR, it's that Vanessa is a playtester for FNAF VR, and Afton used her body to get promoted in the company, and so she got access to the Pizzaplex. This will also explain why he's in the Pizzaplex at night. Maybe his mom was supposed to pick him up before a shift at night, but was under Afton's control and forgot him. This is just an idea, and I don't know how genetics would work. William is using Fazgoo to create clones, farm remnant, make a new body, or all of the above. The theory gets messy, so please stay with me. The new Fazgoo in the books has an interesting property, cloning and killing its victims. Looks like we're going all prestige here. In He Told Me Everything, we see that it takes several days, weeks to develop clones, but in The Puppet Garble, it seems to take only a few minutes, while the clones originally seem to be identical copies. TPC seems to make them difficult, having a mindset that wanted them to repair their relationship. My theory is that Afton possesses bodies and uses info on the company to get promoted, until gaining the ability to create the Fazgoo, which I believe he sends samples everywhere to spread chaos. He perfects the formula until he creates a perfect specimen, an instantaneous clone that will forever be in agony, which he can farm and sustain his new body. With access to the Pizzaplex, which seems to also have an animatronic factor built into it, he can create a new body. Yeah, the three splits into two possible endings. Ending 1. He uses this factory to create a giant body, akin to the amalgamation in the Fazbear Frights books. There, his soul was weak, even combined with the scraps of remnant in the old parts, which is why he is so easily defeated. But still brings up the question as to why Baby was there in a new body form to be beautiful, which means this takes place after that. But people theorize that Baby is actually the one that's pulling the strings. However, with the remnant form, his power will be enhanced, keeping him alive, immortal, and impenetrable. Once again, what would that mean for Baby? Since if this is William, I think he would want to help his daughter. What about Mike and Evan though? Mike is simple, he tried to kill his father, so William would be less inclined to help him. Evan though, he is theorized to be in Golden Freddy along with Cassidy, so most likely he won't be able to be revived. Ending 2. He creates an army of bodies, like Ultron in Age of Ultron, with the Pizzaplex functioning as a factory. Afton can create mass-produced robots, each infused with a combo of artificial remnant, as well as some of his own. He can have an army of animatronics, each containing a silver of his life force. Sounds ridiculous? It's already happening. Two major pieces of evidence support this theory: FNAF Security Breach and FNAF AR. In the Security Breach trailer, we see that Fazbear Entertainment has begun to focus more on robotics, using several in place of humans. This also means that they are producing much more robots than usual, and will presumably be connected to a factory to negate shipping large amounts of robots, instead producing them in-store. This means that anyone with access to the Pizzaplex and experience with animatronics can wait until after closing when less humans are around, deactivate the robot security, and begin manufacturing their own robots. If Vanessa was a human who was cloned to create Vanny, then Afton could use the clone to hijack the facility from right under Fazbear Entertainment. Don't believe me? FNAF AR already had. We didn't know how it tied into the games, or whether it was canon at all, but we now see that Fazbear Entertainment can now mass-produce animatronics and send them to our home for personal entertainment. However, a virus, potentially Afton gaining access to the factory and infecting the robot, causes them to become aggressive. This could lead to more murders, more kidnappings, or potentially infinite bodies. If the end of security breach has to destroy Afton's body, he could easily just travel to another drone body and continue free. Coming back to the baby, or Elizabeth, she made the body into a human, or well, as human as an immortal animatronic can get. So we know that in such a occasion, she was too reluctant to hurt Mike, but she told him that he wouldn't die because she knew he was an animatronic, which is why when Ennard became a part of him and that he spewed out, Mike was staying back up and is alive. So the theory of Baby being the one who controls everything is true, then she would revive Mike and find a way to get Evan out of Golden Freddy, or even convince Cassidy to help her with the big plan. Since we know that Cassidy is told by Old Man Consequences, the fishing guy in Custom Night, for those who don't know, to lead the demon to his demons. Not a great direct quote, I forgot what it was and never got to that point in Ultimate Custom Night. She doesn't though. One of the Ultimate Custom Night endings is Golden Freddy twitching like it refuses to move on. And I can only assume that meant Evan was unable to move on, so he is still alive. Alive in the sense that his soul or strong emotions kept him on the earth, but not actually fully alive. So maybe if Baby is running things to rob Cassidy, and maybe even Charlie or the puppet into a quest to stop William once and for all. Why let him clone himself to separate his conscience? Why let him control people? Vanny is a reluctant follower, thus she is reluctant, and some theorize that in FNAF help wanted, Vanny will be there and will have to help her escape William's control. And the animatronics are clearly friendly to kids, as stated in past games by Phone Guy and is seen in Help Wanted trailer where we play as Gregory, a kid. He is being chased by evil animatronics, but wait, which established that the animatronics are friendly towards kids. These animatronics are William, so that's why Baby is there. She wants to stop that. She wants to make sure that her father is finally put down. One Afton started this, and the others will stop him, as well as the help of another random kid that just so happened to be the same door as both the daughter of the father's partner who was killed by their father. Well, complicated. But hey, that's just a theory. If you'd like to see more theories like that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Bye.